Hi, everyone. Hey, I just wanted to jump out here and talk about some stuff around when we're feeling like we're doing it wrong. Because I've had this mantra for a long time where I just felt like, oh, I must be doing it wrong. I must be doing it wrong. And certainly in relationship stuff, it occurred with me too. And I definitely hear it all the time with clients that I meet. So I just wanted to just bring some awareness around it, mostly because I don't want people to feel like they really are broken, because you're not. So my name is Macy Harjote Matarazzo, and I'm the founder of The Love Advantage and Love Vibe TV. And I like to call this the unicorn pasture. So it's fun to come jump out here with you and share with you some tips so that you can move forward in your love life and actually start creating the kinds of relationships that you really want and hopefully find that special person. Because it does take, really making it a priority and giving it some attention. So, like I said at the beginning, I find that I'm constantly hearing women describe their relationship experience and looking at their past and feeling like, oh, I see these patterns. I continue to attract the same person that I don't like. And then we think, wow, I really must be doing something wrong. And I know for me, as I got older, it got harder because I found that I kept longing and longing for this special kind of relationship, and yet I couldn't seem to make it happen. And in most areas of my life, with my career and my health and having a house and like all of the things that I really wanted to create in the life were coming together. And it seemed like I could do that. And yet in my relationship space, it was really confusing and frustrating. So if you feel like maybe things aren't working out, I just want this message to really remind you that as humans, as women, we are already whole and complete. And if you find it difficult to attract the relationships you want, it's really more about uncovering the layers of beliefs and the old stories and the things that really are just pushing away what really is out there for us right now, which is love. And so I know for sure that from the experience I've had and the work I've done with clients, that the more we can come back to ourselves and celebrate ourselves and look at healing the emotional blocks that then misguide us or confuse us or create these ideas that actually aren't true, then the more freedom we have in all of our life. So I like to think of it as really that it's almost like one of those candied apples. It's like we are a whole, delicious, juicy, fresh apple, and then all of the stickiness gets layered on top, although delicious. But hey, the lessons of the stickiness are truly delicious when we can face them and experience them. So all that stickiness on top makes it really hard to actually remember that there's an apple in there. So how's that for a metaphor? So truly, when we believe stuff like, oh, well, I've always attracted this certain unavailable guy, or, there must be something really wrong with me, so maybe I need to lose 10 pounds or get some sort of extreme makeover or get a boob job or, get a new job or wait until my kids are out of the house. Like when we think that there's like really something wrong with us that has to change because who we are is not good enough right now, then it filters into the way we do everything. Though the underlying message is, I'm not good enough. So the other thing that comes through is that right now, we're seeing a lot of different online tools, technology. And I was just on this awesome show yesterday doing an interview on Mandy TV. It's online, you can check it out. And she was asking me about all of the different kinds of tools and how that impacts my clients and what things I notice. And really what I notice about the online dating tools and apps is that whatever that really challenged core belief is that says we are broken in whatever way, or that we're not enough, or that we're too much, or we scare people away, or we're just not good enough, that becomes magnified in multitudes when we haven't healed that emotional wound, and then we go use these tools. So if you feel like you aren't good enough, then you're going to continuously get that kind of message through using those tools at an express level. So that's why it can be so exhausting and so frustrating. But when we are able to work through our emotional blockages and really let our true, loving, joyful self come through. And keep in mind, that doesn't mean you're supposed to be happy and joyful and perfect all the time. No, this is not about perfection. This is about really being free from serious hurt and pain from our past. Like when we can be free from that, then we actually have the clarity and the magnetism to really attract someone who matches who we are at a soul level. It's like it just opens up all this space. And one of the practices that I bring my private clients is called the RIM technique. And I'm actually currently in that training right now. And it's just the most amazing thing because it's all about how we connect to our body's emotional balancing system so that we can just quickly dissolve the negative pains and stories and expand the positive ones. And that's how I believe it works in even the work that I do with clients, just with visioning their love life. When we really get clear on our vision and we can really stand in our true selves and have the confidence and cellular level knowing, that's why it's really helpful to do work to remove some of the emotional blocks, because otherwise it feels very unclear and there's insecurity and fears and all of that continue to get in our way. But when we can clear ourselves of that, then we can stand in this really amazing vision that is the best possible vision for us and not working from our fears or from our insecurities. Then our fears just start shrinking. So today it's really, my message to you is that wherever you are right now, you are lovable and you're whole and complete right now. And what are those visions you have for love right now? What really matters to you? Do you really want a relationship? And if so, let yourself make that important, because the only way that we really create things in our life is by being honest with ourselves and making things important and bringing our focus to it and taking little steps every day to help us create it. And it's not like we have to do, but when we have that intention and we're doing things that support us in love, because all of the ways we treat ourselves, all of the ways we show up for ourselves are the ways we're demonstrating that this is what I ultimately want to create in my love life. I mean, and if you think of it like this, as if, you know, you want to get a new job, or you want to buy a house, or you want to even create a whole new career, anything that we create in our life, we take the time to figure out, okay, what is needed? Who can I get support from? What really do I want specifically in this? And it's no different in your relationships, in all of your relationships, not just your intimate relationship. You really consciously can create your relationships in a way that supports you and make decisions that align with you. So I am totally excited to be able to continue to support you on your path to love. And if you are really wanting to know how you can accelerate that, then let's jump on the phone and have a conversation, because I see all the times my clients are growing and thriving in their new relationships, and it's such a beautiful thing. I just got a text yesterday of one of my clients in her wedding dress that she found, and that was not even a glimmer in her eye last year at this time. So that totally is a possibility for you too. So you're not broken, you're totally lovable. And what are those emotional blocks or those stories or those fears that are not allowing you to see your amazing wholeness, your amazing loving core, that apple underneath the gooey caramel? And the gooey caramel, you know, seriously brings us so much wisdom. And I know from the rim work that I'm doing and the yoga and meditation that I practice and all the stuff that I do in my own personal life and all the stuff I've done for my own relationship, that when we put the effort in and when we put the love in and we do those things that support us spiritually and emotionally, that and physically and comically, that the payback is incredible. I mean, there is so much. I mean, it really is priceless. When I talk to my clients who are now with their beloved partners, they say, you know, it really is priceless to have this kind of special relationship, this kind of support, this kind of partnership that challenges me to be a better person, and this person that you can co-create with and create family with and travel with. That really is something that you deserve and every human being deserves. So please do reach out to me. I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you. I want to hear, you know, what are the patterns that you've noticed? You know, what are those things that if you're really honest with yourself, you might truly think are broken or wrong with you. And let's work through that so that you can become emotionally free, and that relationships aren't just continually trying to get you to do this work right now. If you're able to do this work and clear and get truly in your power right now, then there's a whole new caliber of relationship available for you. And that's what I call unicorn love. So I'll end there as the unicorn travels through the pasture. And thanks for listening. Please comment below. Reach out to me if you want to talk about love coaching and how I can support you. I would love to do that. So see you later. Oh yeah, and Gary's here. So let's give him a little airtime. Bye. Say bye to all your unicorn sisters. Thanks everyone for being here. Oh, he's tired. Bye everyone. See you soon.